Wait, so you want to know how to beat Puffy's crabshack velleity? Wait, you mean the game that not a lot of people have actually beat? Oh, okay. Well, I got you covered. Let's go straight into this. So basically this video will be split into 3 sections: battery conservation, timing, and strategy. Let's start with the battery. You start with 3 battery in your flashlight and can be refilled at the other office up to 5 times. The battery goes down every 2 seconds, and that is a problem, as when you flash Puffy, you have a chance to use a battery since he appears 2.5 seconds. This is also a problem with Sammy, because he takes 3 seconds to leave the office. To combat this, we use a trick called battery conservation. Puffy makes 2 sounds when he enters the office. One of them plays straight away, and the other plays after that one. The first one is just a simple appearing noise. Here it is now. And the other one is like a cracking noise. And here's that noise. To conserve your battery for Puffy, you need to wait for the appearing noise to finish. And then, when you hear the cracking noise, flash your light. You want to stay calm when doing this, as you don't want to fail to flash him. When Sammy comes, you need to wait about like a second or 2 before flashing. There's not really a strategy for him, as there's no sound cues like Puffy. Don't feel bad about messing up Sammy, because you have a total of 8 battery if you don't mess up Puffy, so... And Sammy doesn't attack that much, so it's not that big of a problem. Now on to timing! For this, you need to take some mental notes. Like when animatronics are going to move and where they are. Puffy moves about every 30 seconds. This is very important as he is one of the hardest characters to beat. Withered Sammy moves every 45 seconds. This is also important because you need to know when he will move. So remember to keep a mental note when they will move. This is so you don't go reload your battery or flip up your camo when you're not safe. Okay, so this is something that's really important. Sammy starts to freeze at 2 a.m. or a little bit before Puffy attacks for the second time. It's important that you deal with Puffy first before freezing Sammy. You have a lot of time to freeze Sammy, so just focus on Puffy first. You know when Sammy is freezing when Puffy is attacking for the second time, or when you hear a sound cue. His sound cue is like a freezing sound. Here it is now. It's good to track his position in your mind, because then you don't have to track him on the cameras, and it's a little bit harder. The riddles are really simple. When you send them back, you want to have just sent Puffy back or Sammy back. You also need to be aware of withered Sammy, but sometimes you have to wait. The riddles move about every 30 seconds. They're easy if you keep a mental note on what stage they're at based on their sound cues. Here it is now. Just use some time after Puffy and Sammy to put them back to stage 1 and you're good. Pedro makes a noot noot sound when he moves and is not really that big of a problem. He starts cranking down the temperature at around 2 a.m. Takes an actually long time to freeze you, so don't really worry about it, but just remember to keep it in your mind. Now we're on to strategy. So as far as I know, there are 2 good strategies. They're very similar in how you do them. They both start out with the same start of dealing with Puffy twice and freezing Sammy. Then you go and wait for Puffy. Remember that you're keeping the riddles back to stage 1, and then just wait for Sammy to move. Remember that he moves 2 times before attacking the first time because he goes to camera 4, then only once after that because he just goes back to cam 4. This is where the strategies split. In the first strategy, you just every so often flip up the camera and turn down the temperature. Remember, you have to do this when you're safe because you don't want to flip up the camera when Puffy enters. In the second, you stay on the cameras whenever you're waiting and crank down the temperature. Remember, you have to be flipping up the camera when you're safe again. You have to be quick to this because if you hear Puffy or Sammy, again, you have to flip the camera down. I prefer this one over the other one as it's just less nerve-wracking in my opinion. I don't know, but I never liked that ice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, check out this epic review of the game that we're talking about right here. Please subscribe. I'm so close to 200 subs. Please just hit it if you know you lit. Okay, peace.